Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Smuggler Adventures, where we keep grinding on this tune until I hit legendary status. It's gonna happen one of these days, hopefully, right? Let's go ahead and fire everything up here. So, how's everybody doing? Got the big Star Wars news today. What'd you guys think about that? It's an interesting name. Very interesting. Also brings up a lot of questions. The Last of the Jedi? Question mark? Just one? Or is there two? Or is there a bunch? Who knows, right? All we know is it is the last of them. They could almost call it the last of the Sith Lords, too. 2-on-2 fight. Something like that. The lighting, for some reason, on my camera tonight is all kind of screwed up. Initially, I turned it on, getting everything ready for the stream, and I looked like as white as a ghost. And I'm like, wow. I mean, I realize it's winter, and I haven't seen sunlight in forever, but I'm looking kind of pale. So I'm like, alright, let me see if I can adjust it to make it a little bit better. Still looks like kind of weird. But I guess we'll go with it. Also, I was going to tell you Ron Allen, and I'll probably repeat it again at the end of the stream. Initially, I said that Mass Effect 2 was going to start tomorrow. But I think because of Update 5.1... I'm gonna push it back to Wednesday, because I think I'm gonna have to do some emergency videos tomorrow after 5.1 comes out. So instead of live streaming tomorrow night, I think I'm gonna have to shoot videos instead. So we'll start Mass Effect 2 on Wednesday, I think. It's possible I'll do a stream tomorrow, but if I do, it's gonna be SWTOR and not Mass Effect. Maybe checking out some of the new uprisings or something along those lines. Just have to see where the day takes us, I guess. Okay, so where are we going? Hold on, let me actually pull up the mission log here. Oh, we gotta go to Tatooine. This is a side quest. I don't know if we actually have to do that or not. But we just gotta go back to Tatooine. That's the thing. Alright, boop. Oh, okay. Very cool, Ron Allen. I thought that might happen. Actually, funny thing is, I've actually got, just want to make sure it's not showing any vital information, but here is actually the oh, this is actually the receipt, the shipping receipt. Because Central was also doing a giveaway for those things, and I mailed out his as well. Back last week, finally. Whoa. Wait a minute, is this an elevator? I'm gonna go up or down that elevator. Alright, anywho.
Welcome back, Master.
No, droid, we don't want to talk. Just go about your cleaning or whatever you're doing. Yeah, so you'll just have to take them around Allen and put them on a nice little shelf or something, or put them on your computer. Because I'm trying to remember, you got the Fett and the Poe Dameron, I think, right? For those who don't know what we're talking about the December mega giveaway. Ron Allen won the itty bitties, which were those little Star Wars plushies. He was telling me that he got him today. And then the one that Central did, he gave away a Kylo Ren and Rey, I think. It's really kind of a pain shipping overseas. So what we ended up doing was the person who won his was actually from the US. So I went ahead and I just bought them and sent them for him. So it worked out pretty good. Oh, your daughters are fighting for them? Nice. Alright, where exactly are we going? We're going out in the boonies somewhere. Actually, there's like a little building over there that it wants us to. Hey, SWTOR John, how's it going? Apparently I'm taking a shortcut. I don't know. I don't think the Tauntaun likes the hot sand. It's burning my feet. That's what he says. Well, I think one of the videos I'm going to shoot tomorrow is probably opening a Hyper Crate. I've never actually bought a Hyper Crate before. The pack that is coming out tomorrow might be one of the best packs they've ever done. The stuff in it is really, really good. Shadow Bolt, how's it going? Hello, anybody home? This droid is here.
Report your ailments.
We'll sell all the junk and... Is this any good? No, not really.
You are fit for duty. Return to your post.
There's a thing on the wall, and there's a pipe over here. Nothing happens. It's always under the box. That's like a given. There's all kinds of dudes down here, too.
Come here, ugly.
Alright, mercenary enforcers, prepare to die. Except for the Master Assassin with the dual blades there. This guy's doing a dance. Look at him. I will blind you. Yes, yes they did. And the funny thing about that is I think they actually did it for piracy reasons there, SWTOR John, because it's kind of annoying. There's a couple of times in there where you actually have to do a disc swap. It's like you'll start on a mission and it's like, please insert disc 2, and then you're like, ugh. And then, like, depending on how quickly you do stuff, it comes up and then it's like, oh, reinsert disc 1, and you're like, oh, come on, that's ridiculous. Yeah, I was just telling Ron Allen that we'll start our Mass Effect 2 stream on Wednesday. It was going to be tomorrow, but with the SWTOR patch coming out, I think I might have to do some video making instead tomorrow. So we'll shoot for Wednesday for the Mass Effect 2 stream. These are Durasteel plated turrets. Hey, you, tech heavy. That's some talent if you can fight on a chair like that. Good, Risha actually has that turret down.
You're gonna live.
We could probably jump in here. Oh, that was beautiful. I hooked that thing just enough to where I didn't take any damage. As the light side grows stronger. Now, for your Mass Effect 2, SWTOR John, did you end up getting any of the DLC? I know that's something we were going to talk about a few nights ago, and I kind of forgot about it. But Mass Effect 2 and Mass Effect 3 both have a ton of DLC. For Mass Effect 2 in general, I think for the most part you can skip a bunch of it. The one in particular that I highly recommend is the Zaid one. And I would recommend that you actually get that before you start your actual playthrough. I would have to see the download list in order to recommend any of the other ones. Which we can actually do that at the end of the stream if you guys remind me. I know there's a couple of others that I highly recommend, and then I think the rest of them you can kind of not do. But just for like story reasons is what I'm talking about. Ones that you definitely don't want to miss. The Zaid one, that gets you another companion.
Here, let me.
Nice try, buddy.
Does this make you proud? You fooled the Republic into drowning you in honors while you fetch and heal for the Empire. Maybe you'll kill me, but not before I show the galaxy that you're a traitor.
I should have done the, I am one with the Force and the Force is with me. I am one with the Force is with me. Because it worked.
You're the one who kidnapped senators at the Void Wolf's request.
There's no one here to listen to your lies.
A Sith Lord.
The joke's on you.
2 Sith Lords.
You're awfully trusting, Captain. A man helps you once so you can trust him forever. A woman gets selected so she'll be loyal to the office. See what your patrons are saying now.
Once that idiot captain takes out Rogan, the rest of the gangs will fold. We'll have the whole underworld locked up.
Then the Void Wolf will keep his promise? When the Empire wins, I'll have a planet of my own?
A whole planet.
I never got to thank you for rescuing them from Rogan at Port Nowhere.
Oh, you must have missed the DLC listings.
Next time I see those two, there won't be enough left of them to smear on a sandwich.
I never thought you'd survive the King's ransom. But it was awful good-hearted of you to clear Rogan out of my way.
Darmus and Dodonna knew Rogan was getting close to the Void Wolf. That's why they set you on him.
Now there's no one left to stand against me.
And I'm assuming that the DLCs are pretty cheap, but maybe they're not, but I would think they would be.
Since I'm dead anyway, what are you doing once you own the underworld? Gangsters make notoriously bad slaves.
He's put together a pirate fleet. The Republic expects an attack from outside, not from gangs within their borders.
Jane, Desora, Finish this off.
You were duped. Doesn't raise my opinion of you, but it does put us on the same side. I'll get your back, you get mine.
I don't trust you, but I don't think you're smart enough to do all this to trick me.
Apparently it doesn't take that much.
How touching. Too bad it ends here.
Alright. It's a little weird. Immune, huh? Why can't I target the other one? Like, look at that. Tab targeting is not working. I'm spamming tab. Alright, just so I'm curious, or just cause I'm curious, I should say. Let's look here real quick. Okay, let's see here. Alright, so, yeah. So I've got all the DLCs here. The Zaid Price of Revenge. That one I highly recommend. Let's see. What other one? That might be the only one. There is another one that I highly recommend, but I can't talk about it. I can't even say the name of the DLC without spoiling stuff, which is kind of weird. So the best I can say is there's a DLC that represents what happens in about the first 10 minutes of the game. That's probably not going to make any sense, but I also recommend that DLC. So something happens like in the first 10 minutes, and there's a DLC based on the event. That happens then afterwards. So those would be the two that I recommend.
I'm man enough to admit you saved my life. Guess that's worth a ship full of blasters. You win. I'm just glad all the good you did the Republic was real and not another setup.
Say it again. I just want to savor this.
Savor the memory. Beyond you and
Name
me,
of a
the
song?
Voidwolf's got most of the galactic underworld working for him or running scared. He needs to go down, and I'm too old to do it. But I'll give you any weapons you need out of my personal vault.
Thanks for the assist.
I've still got some credibility in the underworld. If you didn't destroy it, I'm gonna rally who I can to aid the Republic. The Voidwolf's flagship is at Corellia. He was part of the plot to force its government to sell out to the Empire. My guess is Darmus and Dodonna are with him. You want to chase them, I can put you in touch with Correo, a fence I work with. Glad I never managed to knock you off.
Okay. So close to 48. I don't know if Corellia is going to get us to 50 or not. It's going to be pretty close. Actually, I think I had some mail. Let's check that out real quick. More droids. Let's get those. Black market premium storage. Fire the turrets.
Welcome back, Master.
No, droid.
You detect the aroma of Alderaanian nectar.
Nectar, huh? Sounds fishy to me. Actually, which mission do I have here? Oh, the Ilum mission. Which I will probably never do. No, not Cursant. Alright. Down we go to the casino. Just gonna fly this ship right into the ocean. Just straight ahead. Too bad this place is a war zone. Maybe someday they'll rebuild it. Yes, I believe so. You will want to download disc 2. I'm actually sitting here trying to remember if you install both of them, if it still asks you for that disc swap. And I'm thinking it does. There's just no way around it. It's like I was saying earlier, it's like an anti-piracy check that they built into it. You know, kind of lame, but yeah, what do you do, right? I want to say Mass Effect 3 was also 2 discs. I could go over there and it's actually just back behind the green screen. I can check it if you want me to. It's back over there somewhere. Let's head to the casino and see if we can't find someone. I don't know why I'm talking like a cowboy all of a sudden. This place is pretty wrecked. Actually, there's a ship docked right there. You made it over that bump. I saw it. Hey, Jalen, how's it going? Don't do it, droid. I saw where he was looking. Guys gotta fix this door, it's gonna fall on us. Oh, that's right, they use the casino as a base of operations. Where's the Pazak tables? Gotta try that. How are you in charge? I don't know what species you are. We got the big cannons over there.
You know where a man named Kurao might have fled to?
No doubt the usual sort of business. My assistant,
Jedi
Hereda of the Drawl. Seemed the war didn't heed our wish, Captain, though Shars made it back alive and whole. I trust you're here with Senator Dodonna. She arrived days ago and has been overhauling our strategy against the Empire.
Stop her. She's selling the Republic to the Void Wolf so she can become supreme dictator of her own little world.
That's quite an accusation, considering Dodonna's word is your only source of credibility in the Republic. Do you have proof? The Senate will require evidence.
I watched a recording of her and Darmus plotting to betray the Republic.
Darmus Polarin? His relationship with Dodonna has been the top scandal on Coruscant. Freda, check our records. Darmus Polarin's a known criminal. Does the SIS list any aliases or safe houses he's used on Corellia?
He co-owns the cantina and maintains a private residence there.
You think I'll stumble over Darmus just sitting at home?
Yes.
It's a place to start. Maybe you'll find out what his plans are or where he is now. If you find anything useful, I'm waiting on the link.
You're waiting on the lake. What are you, fishing? What is this? Republic Retreat Day? All I want to do is some gambling. They won't let me. We need to translate that sign sometime. Mental note, go to Republic Casino Base, translate sign. Actually, this place has got all kinds of things we could translate. If I ever do that series that I've talked about before, definitely have to come to this planet. One of these days, hopefully things will calm down and I can actually start filming that series. But looking at the calendar, things are not going to calm down anytime soon. February is approaching quickly, and then Zelda's going to be here, and then Mass Effect's going to be here, and then there goes the summer. Whoa. Okay, everybody try to freeze me at once. Should have brought my thermal retention gear. Hey, there's 48. Risha, cure this fire. Okay, good. I was gonna say that I can't deal with it. Alright, let's get rid of these little droids here real quick. A gun, a 98. I actually have something to train? Oh, is this Orbital Strike? Is that what this is? The Republic version of Orbital Strike? I am assuming. Yeah, it's exactly what that is. I like that picture way better, though. Hey, Spice Lord, how's it going? Kind of a wide open room a little bit.
Darmus, this is Nevis Kid. Those blasted Imperials are getting closer. We're ready to risk your plan. Meet us by the Pirates' Hall Cantina. Every true Corellian patriot will be there. We'll blow open Supply Tunnel 26 and come up right in the middle of the Imperial forces. We'll hit those leeches where it hurts. The Council won't sell Corellia out from under her native sons.
Oh, we're getting a call.
Darmus seemed to have hooked up with some rebel leader named Nevis Kit. They're trying to blow open, Supply Tunnel 26?
Darmus ingratiated himself quickly then. Nevis Kit used to be a captain in Corsac, the Corellian police force. Now he leads our fiercest squadron of guerrilla defenders.
Another repeat name from BioWare, Corsac.
Why is this tunnel so important?
We need to keep that tunnel sealed. The red light sector's one of our only safe zones.
Let's show these Corellians the true face of Darmus Polarin.
If Darmus has the trust of Corellia's defenders, he can do great damage. Go now and stop Nevis Kit from carrying out this mad plan before the Imperials overrun us. And bring Darmus back alive. His testimony is worth far more than his head.
Great damage will be caused. Bring Darmus back alive, you will. I'm doing pretty good. Those are like the mega speakers from like the 1980s. Fortunately, he's got no stereo. Hi guys. I'm just leaving. It's a big crystal. I was like, is that a datacron? There's no datacrons here. Not in this area, anyway. It's gonna be a long ride down there. Let's see, we should be able to follow this, go inside this building, and hopefully this connects down here. We'll find out soon enough. So, anybody have any crazy theories on The Last Jedi? The name being in red, what does it mean? Does it mean somebody's gonna die? Is Luke gonna die? Is Rey gonna die? Is Kyle Katarn really in the next movie, but then he's gonna die? So many questions. Luke is gonna go hang out with Han. Alright, here's maybe a better question for you. What do you think the odds are that we see Force Ghost Ben Kenobi? And that they probably get Ewan McGregor to play him. So what do you think the odds are that we see the Ben Kenobi Force Ghost? Now, one little tidbit I will give you is, did you know that he actually did record some lines for The Force Awakens? I can even tell you which scene. Let's see, I think we can go straight ahead here. There's the scene where Rey touches the lightsaber for the first time, and things go all crazy, and there's like a little bit of a dream sequence. There's actually a couple of lines in there. You know, it happens like really quick, and it's kind of crazy, but there are a couple of lines in there from Obi-Wan. There's actually a couple of Yoda lines in there too.
It's not as bad as it looks.
But I'll tell you my guess. My guess is I think we're gonna see it. I think I need to upgrade my my guns big time here. They're pretty weak against these golds that are this high. Yeah, what are they? They're 102s. I think I should be running 120s at this point, I think. So yeah, I think I'm way off. Yeah, that's a good point, Ron Allen. A Yoda Force Ghost appearance, that's possible. It's never been done before, but it's possible. How long have I been streaming? An hour and 15 minutes. We started at 7:30. And it's 8:16. Or no, wait a minute. Not an hour and 15 minutes. More like 45 minutes. I'm way off. Basic clock mathematics, 7:30 to 8:30 is an hour.
Corellia will not fall. When we blow this tunnel, we'll pour down on the Empire like an erupting volcano. We...
Hi.
Him! The Imperial traitor! Will we let him sell Corellia to the Void Wolf? Or teach him how wrong he is?
Traitor! You're dead! Nobody turns against Corellia!
I'm a loyal citizen of the Republic. Mostly.
They won't believe you. I already told them how you stole Bamoran weapons and Whitemark cloaking technology for the Void Wolf. Many of them were quite offended by such behavior from someone on a senator's payroll.
Blast him to pieces!
He's the one who tricked me into helping the Empire. Just like he's trying to trick you.
You think they'll believe you were blind enough to serve the Void Wolf for so long without question? Almora, Hoth, Voss, Belsavus. I can't think of anyone who's helped him more. Either I'm a greater mastermind than anyone would credit, or you are seriously dumber than you look.
Look at this. Twins. There's two of them. It's amazing.
The Void Wolf has agents everywhere, even the Senate. We have to stop him, starting right here.
What does the Senate have to do with Corellia? This is our planet. Our fight.
Who here knows this man? Is he a true son of Corellia? Who vouches for him?
I've never seen him before.
We've been tricked. Here, help us hold the tunnel. Don't let the Empire in.
Code 11. Code 11, I'm under attack. Send backup.
They bring in the weird droids.
Zarmus betrayed us! We're lost!
Did I hear the theory that Snoke is really Mace Windu? No, I don't think I've heard that one. That would be a new theory to me. There's a lot of other good theories out there that Snoke is actually like Darth Plagueis, I think. Something like that might be more realistic. I don't think it's, no, I don't think it's Mace Windu. I don't buy that. It's gonna be interesting to learn more about him, though. Because in Rogue One, you know, before we all got to see the movie, in the trailer they actually showed somebody in a Baka tank surrounded by the Imperial Guards, and a lot of people assumed that that was actually Snoke or maybe Darth Plagueis or... Yeah, Jar Jar is Sith. I have seen that theory, and that's a good theory. If you guys have never seen that one, that one's amazing. It's basically that Jar Jar is actually a Sith Lord, and he's not a bumbling idiot, and they actually go into the movies and show scenes where he's doing weird stuff, and they actually sort of translate it. It's a really impressive theory. It really is good.
Looks as if you did need some additional support.
Darmus got away. He's fled back to his Imperial masters. Nevis Kit, Corsac. Sorry about that misunderstanding.
Kick it once.
These aren't Imperial droids. They're local models. Counselor Kaikos' factory.
Kaikos was one of the counselors who opened the doors to the Empire. Imperial troops are using his factory as a field hospital.
Rogue One is really good. You should definitely go see it. The only thing that I don't agree with people on when it comes to Rogue One is there are some who say that it's just as good, if not better, than Empire Strikes Back. SWTOR Central is actually one of those guys. And I'm like, I can't agree with that. It's a good movie, but it's not Empire Strikes Back good. There's no way.
Maybe I should send Darmus some flowers.
If Darmus Palarin retreated with the Imperial troops, that's where he'll be.
We've been trying to blow through the Kaikos factory. They've got it surrounded like you wouldn't believe. We planted a doctor on the inside, but he hasn't found any weakness in their defense.
There's got to be an access point. Sewage pipe, medical waste shipment.
It's soldiers out and casualties back in. Nothing else with a heartbeat.
But if we convince them they're under attack, enough to send all their forces out at once, if you draw them out with staged attacks at multiple locations, we can keep them occupied with hit-and-run tactics. There's minimal risk.
Then our doctor can sneak you into the factory to find Darmus.
Yeah, I've got kind of mixed feelings about that. On whether or not it's better than Force Awakenings. Like, if you want to look at scoring, I rated Force Awakens a 7 out of 10, and I rated Rogue One an 8 out of 10. So by that scale, that means that I think it's better. But, I don't know, when you compare the movies side by side, I think they're about even. Because there's so much, like, nostalgic, you know, stuff in Force Awakens, it's really hard to give that up. Even though in Rogue One, you might consider Rogue One to actually be the most original Star Wars film since the original in, what, 77, 74, whatever year that was. And it was cool in Rogue One to see basically a non-Jedi, you know, storyline, so to speak.
You want me to target specific locations? Or should I just wander around taking pot shots?
I'll mark the locations where you need to stage attacks. Once you draw enough Imperial troops out of the factory, you can go in and find Darmus.
Our men will hold their attention while you rendezvous with Dr. Shibata. I'll tell him to meet you at the triage station. He can sneak you in along with the Imperial wounded.
Enough Corellians are fighting with the Empire that you shouldn't draw immediate attention. Call me when you reach Darmus Palarin.
That droid's still alive. What do we got here? Grenade. I have my own grenades. I don't need this one. Yeah, see, this piece is a 114. Yeah, I thought both Finn and Rey were excellent new characters. Alright, so where actually wants us to go? It's probably going to be easier to teleport out of here. Not that. Let's go to this one. See, I think this cantina made my... Did this one make my top 5 worst cantinas in the game? It may have. Yeah, that seemed to be the #1 complaint with Force Awakens. You know, how close it was to A New Hope. They definitely took the storytelling just a little too safe, I think. But I can definitely see what the filmmakers were trying to do. You know, it was the first new Star Wars film in however long, 10 years or whatever it was, and they wanted to make sure that they came out with a bang, and they wanted to play it very, very safe. And I think that's exactly what they did. They played it too safe, I think. To the point of, it was a good movie, but yeah, it was too close to Episode 4.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
And even in Rogue One, I'm trying to remember, what was the name of the sandy planet that was in Rogue One? And I guess I've only seen the movie twice, but my mind is drawing a blank. But it's like there's another one where they spent a pretty good portion of time on yet sort of another kind of sandy planet. That was kind of one of the crazy things about Rogue One is, you know, the first, let's say, the first 15, 20 minutes of that movie was just boom, 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 boom. Planet, 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 planet. I think we saw more planets in the first, like, 15, 20 minutes of that film than we did in all the other movies. It was crazy. Yeah, I think you might be right. Jeddah. Yeah, that sounds... Yeah, that is right, because that's where the statue was. Or the temple. The Kyber Crystal Temple. That does sound right. And that actually kind of brings up yet another topic for conversation, and that's Donnie Yen's character. Was he actually a Jedi or not? And I'll tell you my theory on his character. Now, again, I know that most of the old Star Wars lore is no longer canon and all that fun stuff. But with that being said, you go back into the old lore. Dang it, that droid. You go back into the old lore, and one of the things that was really, really common is whenever there was an old Jedi, or a Jedi that was perhaps disabled in some way, one thing that they would do quite a bit is make them a Temple Guardian. And I think that's exactly what his character is. His character was a Temple Guardian. I mean, I think they pretty much confirmed he was a Temple Guardian. But whether or not he was a Jedi or just straight up a Force user... Donnie Yen was Force sensitive. He was trying to complete village quest to become a Jedi. Well, that makes so much more sense now. Dang it, these droids are not gonna let us pass, are they?
Let me.
And for those who have not seen The Force Awakens, I feel like we're not really doing any big spoilers here. Pretty much everything that we've been talking about's in the trailers. Do I know the canon name for Korriban? No. I guess I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about. There's a different name for Korriban? Oh, really? Moraban? is now canon, no longer Korriban. I wonder why they decided to change that. Seems kind of dumb. It's been Korriban forever. They should go ahead and just change it in the game then, if that's the way it's going to be. What is happening here? Am I not hitting these guys? Oh, I'm not hitting the one for some reason. I was wondering if did that change happen because of the Rebels series? Seems like there's a lot happening in that series where they're changing stuff.
Let me.
Well, if you're gonna help Risha, you need to start doing it. Hi guys. What's the good word? Oh, I pulled that patrol. That patrol is actually not to be messed with. Sure, let's pull some more. The guy was actually trying to move out of AoE range. He was smart. It was in the final episode of the Clone Wars series. Lucas said it sounded too similar. Well, and the Clone Wars is canon. Actually, here's a question for those who watch the Clone or the Rebels: Is Ahsoka still alive, or is she dead?
Here, let me.
You're not telling? How many dudes am I gonna pull here before I pull the one that I want to pull? I'm getting out of hand here. You're still on season 1 of... I need to watch it. Gotta find the time. We were talking about it on the last stream, I think. I've been hearing some people say that season 1 is kind of so-so, but the writers of the show are kind of getting their act together, from what I understand, and they're really working with Disney and Lucasfilm to try and really bring stuff together. And I've heard that the newer stuff they're doing is actually like really, really good. A site where you can watch stuff for free? That sounds like crazy talk to me. We would never partake in such activity. Wink, wink. I mean, You should watch the Clone Wars first, though. I have seen some episodes of the Clone Wars, but I've never watched it all the way through.
Come here,
Man, the aggro range on these guys. Okay, so here's a question about Clone Wars, then. I have heard that online, somebody created, like, the ultimate watching guide to Clone Wars. And they say that this guide, wherever it is, I'm assuming it's on Reddit, that basically using that guide is the best way to watch Clone Wars because you can skip all the episodes that are junk. So I'm thinking that that might be the way to go. So you just burn through that and then you go ahead and you watch Rebels after that. Let's try our new orbital strike device here. And luckily, Clone Wars is all on Netflix. Alright, here's the last one. Where's these guys coming down at? Blah. That's what he said when he died. Alright, where are we going? Alright, Roomba, help us out here. You coming? Where's my Roomba? Oh, there it is. He's just very tiny. It's hard to see him. Yeah, these droids. I might as well just fight them, because there's no way these droids are going to let me by. These droids are a pain.
Here, let me.
This is actually... I don't know if this is the right way or not. I guess we're going to find out. We actually got by that one. Yep. Nope, he already saw me. Just like that. It's like they've got an ion shot where it disables your speeder.
It's not as bad as it looks.
Am I gonna finish the story tonight? I'm not sure. My plan was to only stream for about an hour and a half tonight. Got some stuff I gotta do. And then, like I said, odds are there's not gonna be a stream tomorrow. So I'm gonna have to film some stuff for 5.1. Oh wow, I am like way off course here. Where's the entrance to this at? I don't see it. It's like right there, maybe? There's like 3 little dots. Maybe that's it. I don't know, map, where you're telling me to go. These guys have all respawned now. Well, we'll go back and check this other entrance. Or actually, was it north of here? Oh, no, it's still way over this way. Every little nook and cranny on this planet. Yeah, this... I totally skipped by this the first time.
You're gonna live.
Labor Valley. Actually, I maybe you guys can tell me. Time-wise, from where I'm at, how much longer do you think the story is? I mean, if you say, oh, it's only another half hour, 45 minutes, then maybe I will finish it tonight. But if it's another, like, hour and a half, then we'll probably have to do it next Monday.
Dr. Shibata?
Ah, yes. The new patient. I was told to expect a captain with a serious leg injury.
Nevis Kit said you need to get inside. The only way in is on a stretcher.
You gonna shoot me in the leg?
With the rest of the casualties.
Ow! You scum-sucking son of a hut!
Quit whining. It's just a leg. You didn't get your reputation without getting hurt worse than that. Now get on the stretcher. We can fix the leg inside.
It appears I have no choice. I'm dead.
There. I've used a med pack on you. You should be fine. And you've got your choice of analgesics to steal if there's any lingering aches.
Oh, sweet.
Any idea where I can find Darmus Polarin?
Last I heard, he was being wheeled into surgery. Now, I better get back out there before anybody misses me.
Am I watching what? Star Wars... Trying to figure out your lettering here. Star Wars, the... Oh, the Clone Wars? Oh, we were kind of talking about that a little earlier. I've seen bits and pieces, but I've never watched it all the way through. Alright, let's nuke these guys. We're gonna do this with the crappiest gear I've got. Whoa, hello camera. That was weird. Hello everyone.
Once the docks change my face, I'll be dropping out of sight. I'm no good to the Empire if that idiot captain's got the whole Republic chasing me.
I can take your place with the Void Wolf. Anything he needs.
Your face is known too, Kaikos. A Corellian counselor isn't much use bringing in underworld allies.
I brought him Corellia.
A pleasure to make your acquaintance, Mr. Soon-to-be hunted down by his own constituents.
You just don't give up, do you, Captain?
Is that... Alert! Alert! Break in at the factory, send back up now!
Don't kill me.
I don't kill innocents. Even innocent Imperials.
We'll just be going then.
That's debatable.
You caught me again. Too bad. I was thinking it might be fun to take your face and take over the criminal empire we've built, but I guess I'll have to kill you instead.
You know, really, I would have never let him even draw on me before I would have shot him. There's no way he would have been able to even, like, you know, bring the gun up. So you guys are guessing 45 more minutes from where I'm at? Yeah, we'll probably have to finish this some other time.
Enough!
Next Monday.
I should have settled this with Sabak. So, Captain, what will it take for me to walk out of here? I know you always have your price.
I'm trying to sort of make up a schedule, and I'm trying to be as consistent as I can with my streams. So, you know, Lee Ezek, what was that? Shot first. So, you know, like every Saturday morning is Saturday morning SWTOR. Monday nights will always be a SWTOR stream. And then right now, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday is going to be like another stream. Right now, Mass Effect 2. Friday might be my off night, and that's kind of what I'm looking schedule-wise.
Give me what I need to take down the Senator, and maybe you'll live.
Sold! She's no good to the Void Wolf once the Senate repudiates her. It was so easy to turn her. The promise of a little power of her own? She's signed on the dotted line. It will be a relief to return to a part of the galaxy where men are ruled by more than their immediate desires.
You're not going anywhere but the deepest Republic prison.
Oh, but you were there already, weren't you? It's in ruins. The Republic is too soft to kill its enemies. You let them eat you alive. I know your price. It's Dodonna the Republic really wants. Spare me, and I'll give you my whole dossier on Dodonna. Everything from the day I recruited her. It was easy, you know? One offer of the power she wouldn't have to share with 1,000 scrabbling senators. She couldn't wait to sign up.
I'll take the dossier, and your testimony at Dodonna's trial.
A good citizen to the end, I thought I cured you of that. Fine. It won't be the first Republic prison I had escaped from.
Take him to Belsavis.
I turned Darmus over to the Republic forces. I have his dossier on Dodonna.
Excellent. I'll have him kept under guard. In isolation. This line is secure. Transmit anything he gave you. I'll send back the coordinates for one of our safe houses. Make sure no one is following. Then meet me there. I don't know what the Republic would do without you.
Thanks. Yeah, I really don't want to replace any gear. Alright, let's take a look at the map. Actually, we have to go all the way up to the park, but hopefully... Hey, Ark, how's it going? The plan is... we're going to start Mass Effect 2 on Wednesday. Initially, I said we were going to do it tomorrow, but with 5.1 coming out, I think I'm going to have to do some emergency videos, so I went ahead and I pushed it back one day. There might be a SWTOR stream tomorrow, but I'm not guaranteeing it. So that's sort of the plan of action moving forward here. I take it the, before I say anything, I was gonna say I take it the scoundrel got done streaming. as I smirk. Oh, not that mount.
Welcome. Please select an available travel route.
Win tomorrow? If so, really hard to say. Because I need to take a really good look at 5.1 and figure out what videos I want to do. I'm gonna do a hypercrate video, which is something I've never done. As I was saying a little earlier, the new pack that's coming out tomorrow is really good. Like, one of the best packs they've ever done. So, I'm gonna do my first Hyper Crate. Also got, what, 5 new Uprisings coming tomorrow. There's the new Legacy for grinding out command experience. What else coming out tomorrow? Oh, just the whole sort of gear revamp system, if you want to call it that.
It's not as bad as it
not
looks.
looking forward to the new pack? You don't think any of that stuff's good?
Everywhere I look,
I think that stuff's gonna sell incredibly well. I don't know if I can actually, they don't have it listed in here yet, do they? Let's see, packs. That's not what I want. Close this. No, they don't. But what we could do, just for kicks here, let me bring up Oh, I take it you guys have already seen everything in the new packs. I was gonna bring it up here in case you guys haven't seen it. You can never completely trust the data mined info, but generally most of this is pretty good. The Ember is selling for almost 4 mil on Harbinger right now. Well, I'll just bring this up here real quick. Let me slide it down here. Actually, let me do this. Okay. So, I'll tell you sort of the rumors that I'm hearing about some of this stuff. This item right here, they're saying that this chest piece, I mean, maybe even the whole set, that this is going to be super hot. You know, it's an Emperor's piece. It's very, you know, Valkorian-esque. They think that this stuff is going to sell really hot. This item over here, for those who follow me on Twitter, I said this looks like a Quarian set from Mass Effect. And so I think the chest piece might sell really well. This piece right here is from Rogue One. This is the exact outfit from the Imperial pilot. So that might sell pretty good. A lot of this other stuff is pretty basic. We got a couple of really nice armor sets here. This is actually a really nice trooper set. And then this is a really nice Force user set. Not the mask hood combination on this is a little iffy, but the rest of it I think looks pretty nice. Standard blue saber coming out. There's a new Nexu beast. They're actually calling this the Anathema beast. That's pretty good. This is actually kind of interesting. This is a strap tuning for what we think is rifles and sniper rifles. So it'll actually add a strap onto your guns, which is kind of interesting. There's some good mounts here. This tank mount in particular, we think is going to be a super hot item. Pretty much all of the beast mounts are pretty good. And then a couple other more unusual mounts. This command walker here is actually going to be a separate purchase item. I'm sure that that'll go over pretty well. And then there's some other stuff. Like here's the weapons. These are kind of mediocre. But there's definitely some good items in this compared to some of the other packs that have had maybe only 1 or 2 good items. This one's got several good items. So that's just sort of my quick opinion on that stuff. Yeah, that direct purchase mount looks pretty good, the command walker. That tank is gonna have a shooting flourish on it. I mean, the pack that we have right now is actually still pretty good. The good old Eternal Command pack. This has got some good stuff in it. I'm actually kind of surprised they didn't add another character flare with this new pack. Wonder how often they're going to add those. Actually, I don't have any character flares on this guy, do I? Nope, I don't. I do on the Red Eclipse. They got the good one. I wonder how much they're running on this server. Actually, how many cartel coins do I have? 11,000.
It's not as bad as it looks.
I don't know, it's pretty bad. Did I just go in the wrong room? I did. But yeah, that should be fun tomorrow to shoot that command crate video. Like I said, I've never done one, so.
Here, let me...
Captain,
Or not
that
command
dossier
crate.
was incredible.
Lose my mind.
Or all
Hypercrate.
too credible, perhaps. Unfortunately, Dodonna got wind of the arrest. She's fled to the Void Wolf.
Tell me someone's head is gonna roll for this.
This may shock you, but the Jedi Order doesn't generally encourage decapitation. We've
Most of
traced
the
her to
time.
the Museum of Alien History, which the Imperials are using as a POW camp. High Command doesn't want to go any further. It's ironic that it took Dodonna's patronage to turn your loyalties to the Republic. Can I count on you now? Part of the Solonian tunnel network runs under the museum. You're the only one who might be able to sneak in and find Dodonna.
I don't know where you people get this I'm the only one thing. I'm just a guy with a ship.
Perhaps there is more to you than you realize. Kursky!
What's the problem here?
Passable how? Imperial minefield, poisonous gas, man-eating alien tunnel beasts?
Captain, this is Kursky.
All of the above.
She's going to help you get into the museum. Done. The captain loves blasting.
No, I don't. I prefer to keep my hands clean. Hey, Roomba, did you get all that information? It's like, no. I was cleaning the floor at the time. Somebody should probably put out that their fire before it actually starts burning. All right, have a good night, Ark. All right, well, it's not too far of a little journey. I'm going the right way, right? Yep, main road. take the shortcut. Hey TX, how's it going? Did you just get done with your GTA stream? Alright, we'll go inside the building here. And hopefully the droids won't try and kill us on every corner. Although they might try. I actually had to stop and look at that ship for a second. I was like, that kind of looks like the Normandy a little bit. But it's actually not. It's one of these strike fighters. Kind of like one of these. Is there an elevator in the middle of the park? Oh, they're lighting off beacons. Let's very carefully sneak around here. See if we can find their underground bunker. Which is right here somewhere. Where's the entrance? Ah. Didn't think the entrance was gonna be that big.
Here, let me.
Yeah, sure. Blowing a hole in this is not gonna bring the whole place down. It's called a precision drop strike of some description. Oh, they're leapers. Risha is now the Corellian beast handler. Oh, is that right, SWTOR John? That's funny. If you hunt a YouTuber, can you get their main character in Carbonite? That would be cool. Oh, we aggroed him. Speaking of being frozen in Carbonite. I've actually had the idea for that video for a long time. But I finally decided to record it and sort of get it out into the world. I think I should have explained my intentions for that video a little bit better, because I think there were some people who were kind of confused on what exactly I was doing. Because I sort of intended it to be just a short little pitch video. But then I had people both on YouTube and on Reddit who were basically writing me books of stuff that they thought that I should have talked about in the video. I'm like, I didn't want the video to be an hour long discussing this thing that will never see the light of day, most likely. they're like, oh, you should have. We want to hear your hour-long explanation on this new thing. And I'm like, really? Just shaking my head. Some people are like, but how would you solve the issue of people gathering together on, let's say, Nar Shaddaa, and just basically queuing up, you know, grabbing the target, going to Nar Shaddaa, and just there not being any challenge to it. And I'm like, they wouldn't do that. And basically what they're saying is they were thinking that it was going to be just like PvP. I don't know if you guys have heard, you know, sometimes in PvP, the Empire and Republic will get together and they'll actually do win trading. And so people were saying, oh, people would just win trade it. And I don't know, I'm just thinking, I don't see that happening. Not for one-on-one. They're going to do win trading for one-on-one battles? Maybe I'm wrong, but I don't see that happening. I mean, I don't know. I guess maybe people are crazy enough to where they'd actually do that. The one thing that I would change, though, is at the start of the video, I said that you would go to a terminal and you would then see the person's name and location. One change I would make, since I've made that video, was the terminal would no longer display the person's name. And so if there was somebody who was trying to do win trading, or let's say they were trying to group up with their friend and go back and forth, that way you wouldn't be able to do that, because you would not know who your target is. And what you would do then is you'd go to the terminal. It would simply say there is a target on Alderaan, let's say. You'd then go to Alderaan and you would launch your first probe droid. Once you launch the probe droid, it would then give you the name of the person you're hunting. I think that's actually a much better way of doing it. So that should cut down on cheaters and people who are trying to do win trading and all that good stuff. I think in my next idea video, I'm going to talk about how I think they could add pod racing to the game. Or just speeder racing in general.
You're gonna live.
Because, you know, there's been rumors going around forever that they've been testing it, and they've tested it and they couldn't get it to work, so they scrapped the project and back and forth. And so I'm going to talk about what is the easiest possible way for them to put in speeder racing. I have an idea on how to do it. Something that would be very simple. You know, it's not going to be like a PvP battleground where you queue into it and then you're racing other people live. I think that's what they've been trying to do, and that's what they couldn't get working. So let's put it down to like a simpler way of doing it, right? If they can't get the if they can't get it to work the other way, let's simplify it. So could the target no longer be able to change planets if they were being hunted? No. They can do whatever they want. But what you'll do is you'll have these probe droids, right? And what you'll be able to do is, and again, SWTOR John, I don't know if you actually saw the video or not, but let's say there's a target on Alderaan. You land on the planet, you launch your first probe. It would then give you a subzone. So, like, actually, a better example would be here on Corellia. So, I would get off the shuttle, I would launch a probe. It would then say, SWTOR John is located in Axial Park. I would then go to Axial Park to try and hunt you down. If I search around for a while and I can't find you, I launch another probe, and it would then say one of two things. It would say, well, actually, maybe even one of three things. It would then say, nope, SWTOR John is still in Axial Park, all right? So just have to keep looking for you. Or it would say, no, SWTOR John has moved to Labor Valley. Or SWTOR John has now moved to Tatooine. So you're tracking your target using these probe droids. That's the general idea of it. Can you level past 50 as a free-to-play? I'm coming back since the game went free-to-play. Is there anything I need to know? Well, first of all, welcome to chat. And no, you cannot level past 50. You cannot level past 50 with free-to-play. But what you could do is, if you feel like spending a little bit of money to the game, if you go ahead and you sub for 1 month, then you will get the previous expansions. You will get Rise of the Hutt Cartel and Shadow of Revan, and that should allow you to level to 60. The latest 2 expansions, you have to be subbed in order to play, and that gets you to 70. Twitch is frozen for you? Is it frozen for anybody else? Ah, you had to reload? Okay. Alright, we'll talk to this girl real quick.
You! I assume you're here to laugh? To mock my naivete? You can't have come to kill me. The universe isn't that merciful.
No, you don't. If you sub once, and then unsub, you will get to keep Hutt Cartel and Shadow of Revan. That's something new they changed in the last, I don't know, 6 months or so. Copyrighted music.
Find you and the Void Wolf arm in arm, throwing darts at a map of the core worlds.
This isn't enough humiliation? You want me to spell it out? Yes! I went to the Void Wolf, and this is where he sent me. Useless, he called me, after everything I did for him. Get me out of here, and I will help you destroy him. I want to see the Void Wolf dead. I want to see him begging.
You'll have to pick one.
You're creative. I'm sure you'll come up with something. I know his plans. He's been assembling a massive pirate fleet, completely independent of the Imperial Navy. He's gonna strike our main shipyards. Get me out of here, and I'll give you all my files, everything.
If you've got something good enough, all the Republic needs to know is you were killed in the course of escape.
Here, the files of all my communications with the Void Wolf. Everything the Republic needs to know. Whatever you decide, make sure they get this.
I will.
You need to face justice for your crimes.
Better there than here. I know a lot of judges in the Republic, and not well enough for them to hate me. Don't let the Void Wolf get away. Go to Counselor Kaiko's. Only he knows where his flagship is. Take me in now. I've confessed my crimes.
Take her away, guys. Okay. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I'm actually going to be wrapping up the stream here pretty quick. Does anybody have any final questions before we wrap things up? I think this is actually going to be a good spot to stop because we've only got the government and district left. We'll go ahead and finish the Smuggler adventures next Monday. Look at these fancy statues. But yeah, once you sub and you get those items unlocked and then you unsub, it'll be available to all of your characters. And you'd actually switch from free-to-play to preferred status. Whenever you spend any money in the game, it changes you over to preferred status. What if SWTOR John was doing a bunch of heroics while I hunted him? Doesn't matter. You're still hunting him. You could still take him down. And like I said in the video, a lot of what I talked about was inspired from the old Star Wars Galaxies. And back then, we had a lot of strategies for hunting people. You know, actually, let's say they're fighting. Actually, real similar to what you said. Let's say they're actually doing a heroic and they're fighting, and they're down to half health. That's when you engage them, is when they're at half health. That's stuff that we would do in Star Wars Galaxies. They would have things called spin groups, where you'd get a bunch of people together and you'd basically grind out enemies. And that's what we would do. We would wait until the Jedi or Sith or whatever was low in health, and then that's when we would go after them. That's just good strategy. The person being hunted has got to be aware of their surroundings, and you know, you see an unusual player sort of walking up to you, you got to be like, okay, what's going on here? Are you here to try and kill me? And I've received some really just completely off the wall bizarre comments on YouTube about this subject. I had somebody say today, well, if I was, or the excuse that he gave was basically, if you're going to initiate a program like this, well, people are just going to go to really weird places and they're going to hide themselves, and there's places that you can, you know, almost like SWTOR Central's Beyond the Wall series. It's like there's places where you can get to that the normal person wouldn't go. And my answer to that is, are you going to stay in that hidden spot for the rest of the game? And the answer is going to be no. I mean, people are just going to play normal. I mean, I just don't buy the scenario of, oh, I've switched it on so that I'm now initiated into this program, and so now I'm going to go hide somewhere. No, you're not. That would be so boring. It's like playing a hide and seek and you're the one locked in the closet for an hour. You're not going to do that. You're going to just play the game normally, and when somebody approaches you, then you're going to be like, okay, what's going on here? And Jalen, as Jalen said in chat there, we've camped people's houses. Because one of the examples that I used in my comments was, in Star Wars Galaxies, people could actually hide inside their houses when they were under bounty attack. And again, it's like, are you going to stay in your house for the rest of eternity? No, of course not. They've got to come out at some point. But that's why I threw in the examples of, you know, the strongholds in this game as an example, or being on your starship. For this version of the player bounty system, you'd actually be able to teleport to those locations. So there is no hiding in your starship or in your stronghold or, you know, whatever, because the bounty hunter can teleport to those locations. The only safe place is like actually being in a PvP battleground, galactic starfighter, maybe an operation. I mean, I even thought about the idea of having the hunters teleporting into operations and flashpoints, because that would really screw with the group. That'd be crazy. But I don't know, I'm on the fence. Because if you have a hunter who comes in into an op to kill somebody, that could wipe the group, and that might not be fair. So I suppose you probably want to keep them out of operations, just to be fair.